Yes, guys, and a welcome from me, Challenge Manager 0102. We have got a requested video today, so I'm about to just change my settings and everything, hence why you can't see my ugly mug on the screen today. So I was talking yesterday with one of you guys about a save game editor, and the request was to try and explain it. Now, I'm not the expert on the save game editor, but I will show you as much as I know. It's called the Graham Kelly Save Game Editor. So, right there. So let's hypothetically say I've just downloaded it right here. Now the bottom line is right about the about this. It just, you can edit in-game save games. Now, in all honesty, it's not for me. It's not something that I use. Hence why I don't know massive amounts about it, because I don't like to edit saved games. That being said, the guy said about he's had problems getting jobs abroad, I think it was, and he don't use a Nix patcher, or he don't want to use a Nix patcher, or something like that. So some people use these save game editors to alter things, not for to benefit them cheat-wise, but just to make changes almost. So you can get the Graham Kelly Save Game Editor from the official forums, and assuming you've got some form of WinZip program or WinRAR, which is what I use, it will download exactly like this. You then extract it exactly to a folder, so extract a Graham Kelly Save Game Editor, and it'll appear here. Okay, right next to it, wherever you've downloaded it. Mine was in downloads, and then once you've got that, you just run the setup. Once the setup's run up, you have it. Okay. Now, before we go any further, when you want to edit a game, I should tell you something. This is really, really important. So let's pretend you've got a saved game that you want to piss around with, edit it or whatever. The settings must be on save compressed, no. Save safely, no. They must be on no for this to work. So what I've done is I've got a test game that I've actually made a duplicate of. So I've got a test game. We're going to use that test game over here, test 222. We're going to use and it's just a test game with minimal database. I've got as Arsenal. So there you see. So I was doing some playing around with this yesterday when I was preparing this video, basically, and I used Odegaard as my example. So just remember about all that for a moment. Okay, so fire up the CM3 series saved games. That's what will appear once you've installed the, I'll call it the GK, the Graham Kelly. I don't even know where GK. When I first saw GK, I thought goalkeeper. So fire up. It's the CM3 series. Now, basically, what that means is CM0102 was part of the Championship Manager 3 series. CM0001, I think, was one of them. I think an 0203. Just quickly. You must be running that CM3 series as a administrator. Okay, now you can see right in front of you, in fact you can see right here now, CM9900 was part of the CM3 series, as was the 0001, as was 0102, and then the follow-up was CM3. So what you're doing here, right, is you're going to ensure you've got the right path. This is a very straightforward thing. You make sure you've got the right path of whichever CM folder you want to edit a saved game to. Now this is important if you've got multiple installations like I have. So I'm choosing my current install, the October, so, and you must click on the exe. So bang bang, that is done. Okay. Now at this point you open your saved game, and you can see I'm going to open my test 22, which is what I was making. I made it. Yeah, actually, I remade it this morning because I fucked it up last night. Okay, so here we are. So this is what's important. We're going to take our Arsenal save for the moment. Okay, so let's just go to clubs. Let's go to Arsenal. Some of this, I'll be honest with you, some of this I don't know what it is. I'm not claiming to be the expert. Right. Okay, so let's just. Right, so we'll take Odegaard as our example. Odegaard. Now, let's say we want to move Odegaard to be a ridiculously versatile player. You know, where he plays all over the shop. So we'll do it with Odegaard. That's dependent on his position. We'll stick his value, although the value don't actually stay. £100 million, that will change. All this stays as is. Now, this is the real key thing, what I'm about to show you right now. Before you go on to one of the other attributes, click update player, and then save. It is absolutely imperative that you do that. Now you can go back to staff details and you can see that it's all still as is. Let's put his reputation high up, max them all out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something. Right, the maximum value, as you know in CM, is 20. Okay, we'll leave the aggression down to 1 though. Now you can see anticipation is 238. Now you know on the when you uncap the 20s on a Knicks patcher, it can go, you know, you can see like Kevin De Bruyne's passing at like ridiculous amounts and stuff like that. The ones that you see 3 digits to are the ones that can go above 20. Now I worked out yesterday, it can't 238. I think it means something. You can see 238 means 18. That's what I think it is. But this is what I worked out yesterday, right? 127. It says it's going to go to 20. You'll see what I mean. Stick everything at 20, unless it is unless it's 3 digits. When put it 127. I'm saying 127 for a specific reason, because I went to 128 yesterday, and it seemed to there might be more to it. And again, you know, like I always say, if you know more about it, then definitely share it with us. But I found yesterday 127, for whatever reason, was the highest. Okay, I know this is a bit of a ball ache. Okay. We're almost there, guys. Okay. We're almost there. Look. Can you see? We've got light at the end of the tunnel here. If my wife rings me whilst I'm doing this, I'll be really, really pissed off with her. I'll be so pissed off she can have a fucking divorce. Okay, let's just chuck the morale up. And again, before you come off this page on something different, update player, save. Now, that FOG of war on, that's something to do with regens. There's a big thing to do with regens on this, and I don't know it. Okay, playing condition, let's just make sure that that's all okay. Okay, so we are basically ready now. So, right, we're ready for this. Okay, let's update player and save. Okay, now let's fire the game up. That test 2. It's going to make me look a fucking liar now, isn't it? Here we go. Basically, I did a few yesterday, and then I did Ramsdale, and it seemed to fuck up. And once you fuck up, you're fucked. Okay, you ready for this? Where are we? Where is he? I might be... Boom! Look at that for a player. I'll tell you what I did yesterday, right? Oh, God. So I made this yesterday. I think I was using... who was I using? It was somebody on Arsenal. Reece Nelson. And I did it with Nelson, right? And I took a screenshot of it, of what I've just showed you at Odegaard. I sent it to Pep, and I says, "Hey, Pep, look at this fucking regen. What amazing player." And I changed his nickname to Loader, Loada, and then Bollocks, B-O-L, or no, Shite, S-H-I-T-E. And Pep sends me on back saying, "Jesus, wow, what update is that?" I went, "You fucking div." So there you see the player that he's become. Now, all those that say 47, that's the highest I can get it. I think determination and loyalty, they won't always come at 20, I think. I think determination is technically a hidden attribute. I think loyalty is, as is adaptability. But you can see the player. I mean, look what he's become. Now I'll show you something very quickly. Let's just come off that. We'll come back to this in a minute. Now it's all done. Let's now go to Arsenal. And what we're going to do right now, Arsenal. So let's stick ourselves a good capacity, shall we? 120,000, should we say? We'll make it an all-seater, shall we? We'll have a retractable roof, shall we? I don't really know what this sort of stuff is, to be honest. The average attendance, I think this is to do with reputation. So you can train reputations back, put that all the way up, put that up to 10,000. And what we'll do is we'll put the average attendance at, I don't know, 80,000. We'll leave that as I don't know, why would the maximum attendance, would that not be the same as your capacity though? That's what, I don't know. Okay, so we'll leave it at that. We'll also give ourselves, I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll give ourselves, what, £2 billion? 200,000, 2 million, 20 million. Right. Highest wage, I don't know what the... Right, I'm going to show you something else in a minute. The highest wage we can give, we'll say that's 250,000. The current maximum wage, we'll do that. Now, what I did spot, just remember what I said here, guys. Update. Okay, update. And save. Really, really important. Just make sure that's all yeah, it's all as is. Now, so the other thing I spotted, so do you remember we said about his value? Now it will come in as £100 million, but then you need, a bit like when you change it manually yourself, you need to go to, you need to press auto. It won't be 100 million. There is something else I did piss around with, and it was his contract. And I learnt this. Yesterday. So let's just. Oh God, I've had a complete mind blank now. All of a sudden. Okay. Fuck's sake. Sorry guys, bear with me a second. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, so let's go back to Audio Guard. Let's go to his contract. Let's stick him. This got me a little bit actually. So I'll put him on 50,000 a week. In fact, I'll put him on 100,000 a week. I'll give him a 2,000 assist bonus, and I'm going to put his contract to end in the year 2050. And we'll say he is at. But this was important. This is where I fucked up yesterday. Update contract, update player, save. It's really, really, and just to check that that's gone through. Okay, just do that, and you can see. Okay. So that's it. So there is a lot more to this, and an awful lot more to this. But what we'll do really, really quickly. Okay, what are they? Temporary files? The fuck is that? Let's try again then. Audio Guard, ready for this? Audio Guard. Well, there you go. Now his wage says 50 grand, 250 grand a week. I thought it should be less than that actually, but I think you remember though. Just remember something, right? That when you're over here, you're basically in single currency. When you fire in your game up, it's times 2.5. That's what I think that is. That is not genuine. So if I press auto, there you go, £55 million. Contract is until the year 2050. So we signed a 28-year contract. How'd you like that? Yeah, he's a decent player, isn't he? He is a wanted. How'd you like that? And that happened yesterday, actually. That exactly happened yesterday, and it was PSG yesterday. So that is how you use a CM Explorer. So just remember what I said about running let's just come out of this quickly. Running it as a running it as an administrator. Make sure you get your path correct. If I wanted to, I learnt the hard way of this as well. But if I wanted to edit a save game of an ODB, because that's what I was trying. I used a test game. I had to change this because you can see the path it's got is my October version. If you play CM9900 or any of the other three, you follow the same suit. You just change the path over here, and I leave that show on startup just for because I like to see it. And there you see. I will say this, right, guys. If you are going to tamper with a saved game, whatever saved game, make a backup copy. It is very easy. As I said, I did it yesterday with Ramsdale, and it seemed to fuck up. It seemed to really fuck up with when I did Ramsdale, and I don't really know. Let me just close that. I don't really know why. So I'll give you. I don't know. Let's see if we can. See, maybe we could show you it fucking up with Ramsdale, because it's literally what happened. Okay. Right, where is Ramsdale? I don't know. It could have been just I just did something wrong. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'd done, to be honest with you. And I'll be in, there he is. Right, so Ramsdale. So firstly, we'll leave him as a goalkeeper. We'll do his contract first. We'll put his contract to 2050 as well, shall we? We'll give him 50 grand a week as well, shall we? And we'll give him a 2,000 clean sheet bonus. And we'll just update that and save that. Okay. So what we'll do now is let's go to... we've done that. Let's go to... attributes, playing condition. Yeah, it's all good. Okay, so let's... see, it's hard to say what to stick him at. He's a goalkeeper, so... let's do the agility. I mean, there's a lot of people have different perspectives of what's the best in goalkeeping. I mean, obviously, handling, agility, and reflexes are obviously massive. The ones with 3 digits. Remember what I said? Movement. You see, I think movement's important. Dribbling. I'm going to leave all this other shit as it is. If it's passing like that. Tackling, we've put high up. Vision, I think. I see, I don't know what 248 means. I really don't. But you see what I mean? See, it was on 248, yeah? And it says now in the to the right of it, 7. So I'm not 100%. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some testing that if any of them, oh, we need to up his reputation. If any of them will go above 47. Right, this might crash now. I found, like I said, it crashed with Ramsdale. And it brought up a big fuck off error right about now, and it hasn't. Okay. Okay, there is Ramsdale. So his passing's a little bit different for some reason. His creativity, okay, £39 million. He's 130 grand a week. Okay, so Ramsdale seems to have got it. You're just going to have to play around with it. I mean, as I said, you've got to be really, really careful and definitely make a backup. Okay guys, I enjoyed the video, and Mike, who requested this, mate, I hope that's enough. If you need any more support, give us a shout. Until next time from me guys, take it easy.